Oh, guys, let's talk about the House of Electimus. I see a lot of y'all talking about this house, yada yada yada. Is it good though? The bottles look crazy, but is the juice good? I'm gonna find out for myself today. I've got a fragrance from the house I want to talk about. Strap up.
Okay, feeling for two. I watch that head move side to side as I let this in into the room. You are on time, let's connect minds. Trying to get into a mood. We gon' be fine. Close up the blinds, no rush. Finish the food.
All right, welcome to the channel. I am your host for the evening, SB, the Scent Bubble. Hope y'all are doing well out there, guys. We're just going to get straight into it. From the House of Electimus, courtesy of Kel Smells, I believe. This is Caspian Cherry. I was just talking to my boy Kix about this the other day. Shout outs Kix Griffey. Go follow him if you guys actually love this fragrance game because he has a lot of great insight. He's a great person with no fluff and no filter. I was just talking to Kix about this. I do not mind looking for a cool cherry fragrance, but I have not found one yet. I have a couple cherry joints that even sometimes I recommend, but all-star cherries that I'm just excited to wear, I gotta be honest with you, the answer is no. So let's put this cherry fragrance to the test. We have Caspian Cherry from Electimus, and let's just get straight to it, man. I'm worried about this fragrance because we just did a review on a Jal from Spirit of Dubai, and that thing was nuclear. Oh, and so is this. Oh, last cherry fragrance I feel like I tried was either Triumph of Bacchus or Danae or something like that from Argos. If none of those have cherry, I'm going to feel like an idiot, but I feel like one of them either had super red juice or had some level of cherryishness to it. And this feels nuclear in the air. The projection is crazy. Okay. This is like when you get rich and you just start doing rich stuff cuz you have the money, not necessarily with any direct purpose, because if on paper this screams of elite quality in terms of raw materials. I don't want to say synthetic or non-synthetic, but I'm getting like a cherry almond feel that I know is high quality, but it smells so fake. You know, it's almost like plastic surgery cherry almond, where it's like, yeah, you spent a lot of money on it, but it's still fake. It's still not real. There's so many, when you have something this projective and this pungent, it strikes me as, is this supposed to be like a vibe? Is this supposed to be like a mood? Complement a space? It's very heavy in this high quality but fake smelling cherry almond experience. And again, because it smells fake but high quality fake, it's almost got a plasticness to the scent profile. While still being clean and crisp, I get this base note of like a woodyish, almost coffee-ish, like almost coffee grounds feel to it underneath all that. But it's mostly a cherry vanilla-ish almondy experience. Let's just go straight to the window here. 3.99 out of 5, so not bad, but not that many people are buying it, but we know why, because, you know, Electimus is kind of pricey from what I last remember. Retail in here at 260. You can get 100 ml for 220. That's not bad, especially when you look at this bottle. Like, how cool is that bottle? It's like when you're holding an Electimus bottle, you feel like a boss. I'm going to be honest with you. I've held a couple of Electimus bottles, and it's just like holding a brick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's just it's metal, it's glass, it's beefy, you know. It's just the bottle presentation is worth the price alone. So sometimes it's hard to discern whether or not Electimus earns their prestige by the scents or by the bottles. I feel the same way in a lot of regards to Argos. You know, it's kind of like, when are we going to get a fragrance house that makes insanely beautiful bottles with juice that matches the artistic creativity of the bottle and the story? And there are some fragrances that do that, but I mean collectively as a house. Okay, top notes: black cherry, amaretto, dark chocolate. Middle notes: cinnamon, coconut. There it is. The almond is very chalky like coconut, and it's almost on the border of too harsh, but it gets a pass from me. Coffee, honey, and vetiver. In the base, we have white chocolate, tonka beans, sandalwood, and patchouli. I'm not going to spray this on skin, guys, because I feel like it will simply warm up where the honey and tonka bean really come out. I hope the coconut dries down. There's a lot of elements to this I'm concerned about on skin because it's so beast mode. I don't know if I want this type of scent profile being beast mode. Like, I'd almost want this darkened and a lot more seductive. Let's see if this reminds people of anything. That's truly what I'm smelling right now. This kind of jazzed up black cherry, you know, drenched in this kind of coconutty. The coconut is very just chalky coconut. It's real, but it's, again, expensive, plasticky, fake coconut. It's not harsh. It's just not realistic. And if you really dance around in the background, you start to make out characteristics of coffee, honey, cinnamon, white chocolate, and the amaretto vibe. Even this earthy patchouli, I really wish they would have ramped up the coffee and patchouli, because I feel like this would have grounded this fragrance. The fragrance feels very top heavy in this kind of plasticky expensiveness of cherry coconut with this dark chocolatiness to it. That's essentially what the fragrance is black cherry and coconut with a dark chocolate hug, and you get feints of everything else. Let me just walk through some usual suspects for this. I think as a fragrance, I would personally, if I'm not judging it on giving it brownie points for quality, so like if I was comparing it, like this is supposed to be an elite fragrance being judged among elites, I would give it a 7. Personally, I may even go down to a 6 personally, but I'm going to give it a 7. If you're into cherry, you would easily give it an 8, but I don't think anything beyond that, because it's leaning on this plasticky, high quality sweetness, and it is rich, and I can smell the high qualityness of it. There's not a lot of earthiness to this, so this almost feels like a very, like Bath and Body Works 5.0, like it's reimagined, then reimagined, then reimagined with better quality and better quality and better quality. This is like the year 2060 version of a Bath and Body Works DNA, where they were able to figure out how to make it better and better and better and better, but at the end of the day, it's just cherry, coconut, and almond, so it can only go so far if you're not balancing this fragrance with other things. But again, maybe what I think is balance would take where the perfumer wanted to go with this off balance, because I'm demanding contrast, earthiness, grounding factor, you know, and the perfumer here is just sweet, double down on sweet, double down on sweet, double down on sweet. Like, you think this is sweet? Take some more sweet. And I just don't deal well with fragrances like this. I think this is super feminine leaning. Yeah, it's super feminine leaning. Is this for women or for men? Yeah, of course they're going to call it unisex. Y'all know how it is these days. Yeah, men, unless you're like super addicted to cherry and almond, and you're okay with kind of a faker smelling, non-photorealistic take on this DNA, but it still smells of quality, right? Which is the only reason I would even kind of think towards an 8 out of 10. But if you're judging this with other fruity chocolate patchouli scents, even amaretto scents, this is easily a 7 to me. Like it's nothing special at all. It just looks like somebody has too much money and not enough investment in their perfumery skills on a fragrance like this. Yeah, again, personal taste a 6. I'm giving it brownie points just because it's high quality ingredients to a 7. If you're into this vibe, I don't see you giving this more than an 8. The wearability on this is crazy. I think it's more wearable for women. As a man, what would you do with this? I don't know, but maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe there's some men who go to a hookah lounge or smoke a cigar and want to smell amaretto and cherry and chocolate while they're puffing on a cigar. Or maybe you're on a cruise ship and this is like a fun time fragrance, but it's a bit much. Like for a woman smelling this on me, I just think it would be like, what the heck are you doing, dude? Like chill out. This is overkill. I couldn't imagine myself spraying more than 1 or 2 sprays of this front and back, and I would make sure I was outside all day if I was wearing something like this. The longevity on this is very long lasting. The sillage is crazy. Cold weather scent, fall, winter, leaning. Age bracket for this, I'm saying women only or daring men who are into a honeyed dark cherry, coconut ashy blast. I don't know the occasions for women in this. I'm sure they could wear this 100 different ways, but for men, I just named for you the things I would put in this category. Alternatives to something like this, I don't think you're going to match the quality cuz it's Electimus, but I mean, you could certainly get this vibe of cherry. I just am struggling to think of what fragrances. There's got to be an Argos fragrance that smells like this. There's got to be like either a Byredo or Initio fragrance that kind of can push you in this arena. Sorry, Byredo or Bond Number 9 that can push you in this area. Maybe some sort of fragrance Dubois that could put you in this area. I'm just not thinking of it off the top, but it's a quite simplistic noted fragrance, cherry, dark chocolate, like a almond coconutty chalky experience, and then you do kind of get feints of all the other stuff, so there's some complexity in that, but it's off balance with the ratios. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. If you guys have any questions about this fragrance, again, this was Electimus's what's it called? Electimus's Caspian Cherry. Like, comment, subscribe. More importantly, turn on the notification bell. I drop a lot of videos like this. If you're interested in them, I'm more than happy to continue dropping my 2 to 4 videos a day. I really want your guys' feedback on a scent like this. Are there any men out there who love rocking this? And if so, how old are you and where do you wear it? Women, even, I think this is a women's scent personally, but if there's any ladies out there, because the ladies are growing on this channel, so I want to represent them as best as I can and acknowledge them. Are there any ladies out there who wear this? And if so, again, how old are you and where do you wear this? What's the occasion for something like this? I don't know what I would do with something like this. But anyways, I hope you guys stay blessed. And until next time, take care. SB signing out.